Okay, this is going to be a bit different than what my content has been so far, which is just me taking stupid pictures in like Skyrim or something and editing them and putting them into shorts. That's not important. I would like to preface this by saying that I am a practicing non-denominational Christian, and I saw a video, and it was a guy. He's a decently big Catholic content creator, and he made a couple of videos that are pretty problematic. The first one is that he claimed that the Crusades were misrepresented in like middle school, high school education, and that they weren't that bad. With the title of the video even, I believe, being "The Crusades Were Based" or something like that, which, no. The Crusades were atrocious. As somebody who studies history for fun, the Crusades were one of the worst atrocities that have ever been tried to be justified by using Christ's name. And so there's that. And then another one, which I might be making a part 2 on in a second here, because I only have like a minute left, was that prayers, if they're in Latin, hold a special place in God's heart. Are we serious? His evidence for this was that on the cross above where Jesus was being crucified, there were 3 languages. First being Hebrew, the language of the Jews. The second being Greek, the language of the Gentiles. And third being Latin, which he claimed was the language of the church. Latin technically it was the language of the church. However, the only reason that's the case is because of the fact that the church that he claims was supposedly founded by Christ himself was in Rome. The reason that the Romans put Roman language above where Jesus was crucified is because that's what they spoke. I will be making a part 2 in a second here.